This will be a strategy video on how to reach round 999 on Shattered Veil. There will be two strategies being discussed in this video, one that I use and the other is the current meta for grinding this map. Before you load into your game, just like every other map spawning with your GS45, you will also need the following mandatory augments for this high round strategy to work. Reactive Armor, Hardened Plates, Classic Formula, Hardened Gift, Critical Eye, Dead Again, and Electric Cherry. The key augments here are actually Dead Again and Critical Eyes, as it allows you to regain ammo back for your Wonder Waffle. First, you want to get the Wonder Waffle. However, RNG can be quite ass on this map, so I recommend you to do the Wonder Waffle quest, or if you are using Gobblegums, you can do the Wonder Bars, but beware. Even with Wonder Bars, you are only guaranteed a 33% chance of getting the waffle, so expect to be using multiple Wonder Bars if you wish to do so. After you have the waffle, you want to make your way over to the Doppelgas room. Now, this is going to be the first strategy that I'll be discussing, and it was the strategy that I use in my game to reach round 999. If you do not know how to open up to this room, it's extremely simple. Just search up how to obtain the free Mark II. There's plenty of guides on YouTube. So how the strategy works is you'll be shooting your waffle primarily towards the front. There will be two spawns in the front, both coming from the right side. Then every few seconds, you will have to shoot a waffle shot on your left side, as there's a spawn as well. There's also a spawn on your back right side where only vermins will spawn, but the left shot will usually always chain it, so you don't really have to worry about it. So realistically, this strategy feels like a 2-spawn strat. Just make sure when you are camping here, you do not leave this Doppelgas room unless you need to get more ammos or streaks, because once you cross the entrance, it's going to add extra spawns coming from the front left. Now, key thing here is when you are shooting the waffle, you do not want to spam too quickly, because the waffle needs a few seconds to kill the zombies, which will have a chance to replenish ammo back to your clip. So you kind of have to get used to how the timing works. And don't be afraid if you have to reload, because you have both the augments, Reactive Armor and Electric Cherry, to protect you. You can also throw a Casimir or pop Ether Shell to pick back up more ammo and armor plates at the front, which can be quite useful. Some people may actually prefer to use Frenzy Guard over Ether, which also works, but I just prefer using Double Shroud, as I think it's a lot safer in the long term. Another advice is that you can also cancel your waffle reload by changing weapon twice, because you want to use up as much ammo as you can from your clip before actually reloading, since when you replenish back ammo, it only replenishes back to your clip. So you want to try to prolong your ammo as long as you can before reloading. Here's a clip demonstrating that I am trying to shoot for as long as I can without reloading and still getting back ammo. Now, if you do run out of ammo, I normally will pop an injection, then make your way to the crafting table by throwing a Casimir, and then pop a Stroud to get ammo back from the left side and shoot your waffle on your way back to your spot. For bonus round, just simply use injection while staying inside of the elevator, and the toxic zombies will only spawn from 2 locations. Now, this next strategy that I'll be discussing is the current meta for high rounding Shattered Veil. We will be showcasing Decal's gameplay here, as he managed to do the strategy all the way to round 999 flawless. Also, huge shout out to MC Zombie Slayer, who was the first, I believe, that initially found this strategy, and shout out to David and Beamish, who both gave the idea for the augment reload techniques. So this room is actually the secret room right below Jug Room, and what you simply have to do is just camp on top of this crate and shoot the waffle into 3 different spawn windows. The idea of this strategy is basically the same as the one that I did, except the spawns in here are just so much faster. You would also have to use Frenzy Guard in order to do the strategy, as you simply aren't moving much, so it's difficult to pick up armor plate. One important thing to know is make sure you do not open up the painting in this room for the Easter egg steps, because it will slow down the spawns in this room tremendously. Last but not least, Shattered Veil is by far the most unstable map up to date on Black Ops 6. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to high round this map, you will realize somewhere past round 300, you will start getting stutters, and this forces you to save and quit every 1 to 2 hours in order to refresh the game, because otherwise the game becomes extremely laggy and you will most likely get a game over. There's also another bug called crafting table crash, where if you're loaded in the game for too long and you hit the crafting table, it will 100% crash your game. Same resolution, only way to prevent this is by saving quitting every hour or so. So hopefully these issues won't exist when the next DLC map drops, because it's heartbreaking seeing so many players lose their game because of something they can't control. Aside from that, this concludes the 999 strategy guide for Shattered Veil. Drop a like if you found this video helpful, and we'll see you all on Janus Tower.